Let's talk about forces of nature. Not just the kind that sweep across the land, but the kind that shake up everything you thought you knew. Sometimes, change comes quietly, like a gentle wind. Other times, it arrives with a roar, impossible to ignore. Sometimes they roll in slow, gathering strength, building anticipation. You can feel the tension in the air, the sense that something big is about to happen. The sky darkens, and you know you're on the edge of something new. And sometimes they crack open the sky with a flash and a bang, changing the landscape in an instant. The world is never quite the same after. That was Erin Kinsley. Before Erin, country music was a little too comfortable, predictable even. It was like a long stretch of sunny days, pleasant but unremarkable. We didn't know we needed a storm until she arrived, bringing a wild energy that cut through the calm. Then Erin arrived, not just as a new voice, but as a jolt of thunder. Raw, electric, impossible to ignore. She didn't just walk into Nashville, she blew the doors off. Her arrival was a wake-up call, a reminder that music could still surprise us, still make us feel alive. Her sound mixed classic country storytelling with a wild rock and roll edge. It was familiar, but it hit harder. Music for backroads and packed arenas alike. Her songs echoed with the spirit of tradition, but they carried a pulse that was entirely her own, electrifying every stage she stepped on. Erin's authenticity was magnetic. She wore her scuffed boots and her heart on her sleeve. She wasn't trying to fit in. She was rewriting the rules. Every lyric, every chord felt honest, like she was singing straight from her soul, inviting everyone to join her on the journey. Her first single made it clear, country music was about to change. The industry buzzed. Was this a passing storm or a new season? Fans and critics alike wondered if this was just a flash in the pan, or the start of something bigger, something lasting. We all knew Erin Kinsley was here to shake things up, and when the storm hit, it changed everything. The horizon was never the same, and neither was the sound of country music. Let's get to the heart of it, that voice. Erin's voice wasn't just powerful, it was elemental. She could be soft as rain or roar like a hurricane. She made a stadium feel intimate, then unleashed a belt that rattled your bones. Every note was pure passion, every lyric a lightning strike. Her style matched her sound, worn jeans, vintage tees, and a vibe that screamed real. She wasn't about perfection, she was about truth. Fans saw themselves in her, unpolished, honest, bold. On stage, she owned every inch, pouring her soul into every song. Her concerts weren't just shows, they were wild communal events. Erin didn't just perform, she connected, making everyone feel part of something bigger. That's what made her unforgettable. Imagine this, an enormous outdoor festival, the air buzzing with anticipation, and Erin set to headline. The sky above is heavy, thick with storm clouds that seem to pulse with electricity. The crowd, thousands strong, is packed shoulder to shoulder, eyes fixed on the stage, hoping the weather will hold. But as the first rumble of thunder rolls across the field, a sense of unease ripples through the festival grounds. Organizers scramble, radios crackling as rain begins to fall in heavy sheets. Some staff urge Erin to delay, but she looks out at her drenched, devoted fans and makes a split-second decision. The show must go on, no matter what. With a fearless grin, Erin grabs her guitar, steps boldly into the downpour, and shouts to the crowd, "Let's give this storm something to listen to!" Her energy is electric, matching the wildness of the night. The band kicks off her biggest anthem just as lightning forks across the sky, illuminating the stage in a surreal, almost magical glow. The music and the storm seem to battle for dominance, each growing louder, more intense. Rain pours down in torrents, but not a single person leaves. Instead, the crowd erupts, singing and dancing, their spirits undampened. The music swells, echoing through the storm, and the energy between Erin and her fans becomes unstoppable. Erin, soaked to the bone but utterly fearless, seems to merge with the storm itself. Her voice cuts through the thunder, powerful and unwavering, as if she's drawing strength from the wild weather. That night, she didn't just play through the thunder. She commanded it, turning chaos into art and fear into celebration. It was more than a concert. It became a moment of pure defiance, unity, and unforgettable connection between artist and audience. Everyone there felt part of something bigger. Erin proved she wasn't just a star. She was an unstoppable force of nature, inspiring everyone to stand tall in the face of adversity. Fans and critics would talk about that night for years to come. In that storm, Erin Kinsley didn't just perform. She became a legend, forever remembered as the artist who turned a tempest into triumph. That stormy show defined Erin's bond with her fans. It wasn't just another concert, it was a test of spirit, a night when the sky opened up and everyone could have run for cover. But Erin stayed, and so did her fans, united by the music and the wildness of the moment. The rain became a symbol of their shared resilience, a memory that would echo through every show that followed. She stood with them, soaked and unbreakable, proving she was one of them. In that downpour, there was no barrier between artist and audience, just people, together, refusing to let the weather dampen their spirits. The connection went beyond music. It was loyalty, respect, and shared experience. Fans felt like family, bonded by more than just the songs, but by the moments they braved together. Erin's authenticity showed in the little things, signing every autograph, listening to every story, and making each person feel seen. She remembered faces, asked about families, and made time for even the quietest voices in the crowd. She shared her real life online, posting unfiltered moments and honest reflections. Fans saw not just a performer, but a real person, with struggles and triumphs of her own. Her songs felt like pages from her diary, and from her fans' lives too. She sang about love, heartbreak, struggle, and the small victories that make life worth living. And joy, always honest and unfiltered. Erin's voice carried the truth of her journey, and her fans recognized their own stories in her lyrics. Listening to Erin, fans felt seen and understood. Her music became a safe place, a reminder that no one is alone in their struggles or their dreams. She opened doors for artists who didn't fit the mold, especially women. Erin's courage inspired others to step forward, to be bold and unapologetically themselves. Erin proved you could be gritty, loud, and still belong. She showed that country music has room for every story, every voice. Vulnerable and still be country. She wore her heart on her sleeve, and her fans loved her for it. She reminded everyone, country music is about truth, about telling your story no matter how messy or beautiful it is. And there are a million ways to tell it. Her impact was seismic, shaking up the industry and leaving a legacy of courage, connection, and authenticity that will inspire generations to come. Erin's journey wasn't all storms and sunshine. Nashville tried to smooth her edges, make her fit the mold. She faced rejection, empty bars, and moments of doubt. But Erin's stubborn belief in her music kept her going. She refused to compromise, turning down deals that didn't feel right. She poured her own money into her first EP, building her audience one fan at a time. Slowly, the industry noticed. Her authenticity was gold. When she finally signed, it was on her terms. Erin's victory was hard-won. She changed the industry, not the other way around. Her story became a lesson in perseverance and staying true to yourself. She weathered the drought and came out stronger. After the storm, the sun shines brighter. That's Erin Kinsley's legacy. She didn't just have hits, she transformed country music. Erin made it cool to be different, to be real. Her influence echoes in every bold new voice and every honest lyric. She kicked down the gates, making country music a bigger, more inclusive tent. Erin inspired a generation to dig deeper and write their truth. Her courage, being herself in a world that wanted her to change, became her greatest strength. She showed that authenticity is power, in music and in life. Today, country music is more vibrant and diverse because of her. Erin Kinsley wasn't just a singer, she was a phenomenon who reshaped the genre. Her storm changed everything, and we're all still dancing in the sun.